Lawmakers have recently been made aware that the Chinese Communist Party targeted them and Congress. Congressmen during a hearing today examining new strategies to deter malign actors like the Chinese Communist Party.
The Chinese state-sponsored cyber actor known as Typhoon compromised email systems used by staff supporting several congressional committees. These actors are not criminals acting for profit. They are instruments of state power. That needs to be underscored.
Democratic lawmakers urged restraint in the use of offensive cyber capabilities and called for greater investment in defensive cyber capabilities and the use of sanctions to deter malign actors.
Cyber offense is no substitute for defense and resilience. Second, cyber offense is one tool among many, including sanctions and other diplomatic levers that the United States can use. And finally, any significant change to our approach to the use of offensive cyber operations could shift global norms.
Experts from the private sector who are in the front lines of cyber warfare have endorsed a deterrence strategy based on the legal use of U.S. offensive cyber capabilities.
Deterrence requires credible offensive cyber operations that disrupt and impose cost upstream. This may be uncomfortable culturally, but unavoidable strategically. Effective offensive cyber is not reckless. It is disciplined, tested, authorized, and aligned with government policy.
Washington has failed to establish deterrence in the cyber domain, and our adversaries right now control the escalation ladder. Historically, U.S. foreign policy has rested on deterrence, with implied escalation dominance in any domain. But that foundation has failed in the context of cyber.
Experts urge lawmakers to create a shift in mindset when it comes to the use of cyber capabilities.
It's really important to flip the risk calculus. The default answer to a proposed operation should be yes, and a naysayer should have to prove it is too risky instead of asking the operators to prove the operation is safe. Cyber tools can be very effective in disrupting an adversary. We saw some of this in Venezuela just recently, but operators need time to plan. This is not a tool that just sits on the shelf and you reach out and grab it when you need it. They need to be incorporated from the very early stages of planning.
Lastly, lawmakers were advised to create a cyber force, either a standalone branch of the armed services or within Special Operations Command.